Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Speakery English. I'm Barry. Today I want to talk about something a little strange, maybe. How to speak more English using fewer words. Yeah, it sounds opposite, I know. Using fewer words to speak more. When I first heard this idea, even I felt like, what? How is that possible? Because normally we think more words means more English, right? Bigger words, longer sentences, more grammar. That must be good English. That's what school kind of teaches us. That's what books show. So we carry this idea in our head. But real life English is not like school English. Real life English is lighter. It moves fast. People don't sit and build perfect sentences. They just talk. They just say what comes first in the mind. And most of the time, those words are very simple words. You know, sometimes you can feel it yourself. You try to say one sentence and your brain gets busy searching for a better word, a more advanced word. And in that small moment, you get slow. Your voice stops. Your confidence drops a little. And the conversation already moved ahead. This happens a lot. Not because your English is bad, just because you are trying too hard to sound good. Native speakers don't try to sound impressive. They try to be clear. Clear is more important than clever. If the other person understands you easily, that is good English already. Nobody gives prizes for fancy vocabulary in daily conversation. People just want to understand and be understood. Sometimes a person says something like, I am extremely exhausted and I require rest. And grammatically, it is fine, really fine. But in normal life, it feels heavy. A simple, I'm tired, I need a break, feels more real, more human. Like something a friend would say, not a book. This is where the idea starts changing a little. Good English is not big English. Good English is easy English that works in real time. English that comes out without pressure, without fear, without your brain running a marathon for every sentence. And maybe you felt this before too. When you speak simple, you feel relaxed. When you try complex words, your body becomes tight. Your mind becomes careful, almost like walking on a thin line. Speaking should not feel like that. Speaking should feel like talking to a friend on a normal day. So today we are going to look at English in a different way, not as a test, not as performance, just as a tool to connect, to talk, to share small thoughts. And you will see something interesting. Simple words can do a lot more than you think. Let's start with a simple truth. Native speakers don't use thousands of words daily. They use a small group of words again and again, but they use them very well. Same verbs, same patterns, same simple phrases. And it works. It really works. And maybe the problem is not that your English is small. Maybe the problem is you don't trust simple English enough. You think simple sounds weak, but actually, simple sounds natural, and natural is what people like to hear. So before we go ahead, just ask yourself one thing quietly. When you speak English, do you want to sound smart, or do you want to sound real? All right. Let's go step by step and see how small words can actually carry big meaning. So now think about this. In daily life, when people talk, they don't open a dictionary in their head. They use words that come fast, words that feel light. And most of those words are very small verbs. Words like get, make, take, go, come. These look small on paper, but in real speech, they do a lot of work, like really a lot. Take the verb get. This word is everywhere. You hear it in movies, in podcasts, in normal talks between friends. Someone says, I get it, means I understand. Someone says, I got a message, means I received it. I got tired, means I became tired. One tiny word, so many jobs. And the nice thing is, your brain remembers it easily because you use it again and again. Sometimes people try to avoid get because it feels too basic. So they search for understand, receive, obtain, become, and while searching, the flow breaks. The moment becomes slow. But in real talk, nobody is judging your verb choice like an exam. People just want to follow your story. Now think about make. This one is also doing quiet magic in English. You make a decision. You make time. You make a plan. You make someone smile. You make a mistake. Native speakers don't say, I performed an error. They just say, I made a mistake. Simple, quick, done. Conversation moves on. And when you start using make more, you feel something. Your sentences become lighter, less pressure. You don't need to build long structures, just subject plus make plus something. It works in so many places. Then comes take. This verb is like a travel bag. You can put many meanings inside. Take a break. Take a seat. Take a shower. Take a look. Take responsibility. Instead of saying, I will rest for a while, people just say, I'll take a break. It sounds relaxed. It sounds like real life. And you know what's interesting? These simple verbs also carry emotion better. I need to take a break sounds human. I require rest sounds like a report. Now look at go and come. These two are everywhere in spoken English. You go home. You go shopping. You go quiet. You go wrong. You come back. You come in. You come early. You come with me. Instead of I returned, someone just says, I came back. Instead of I entered, they say, I came in. Nobody feels it is small English. It is just normal English. And maybe you notice something here. Simple verbs mix with many words and create natural phrases. That's how real spoken English grows, not from rare vocabulary, but from flexible, simple words. Sometimes a person says a very heavy sentence like, I am experiencing difficulty understanding this situation, and the other person just says, I don't get it. Both correct. But one sounds like life, the other sounds like a textbook. Real conversations prefer the life version. Also, one more thing. Repetition is normal. Native speakers repeat words. They say, it was good, really good, or I like it, I really like it. They don't panic about repeating. Repetition shows feeling. It shows honesty. It doesn't make you sound weak. It makes you sound real. When you allow yourself to use these small verbs again and again, something changes quietly. Your mouth moves faster. Your brain relaxes. You stop chasing perfect words. You start sharing thoughts instead. And English, at the end of the day, is for sharing thoughts, not for showing vocabulary collections. So maybe, just maybe, the power is not in knowing more words. Maybe the power is in using simple words freely without fear. All right, now let's go a little deeper into why this actually builds confidence and why your brain prefers this style of speaking. See, your brain likes speed. Your brain likes things it can grab quickly. When you try to speak with big vocabulary, your brain has to search more. It has to check grammar, meaning, pronunciation, too many things at the same time. And in that small moment, you feel pressure. You feel that pause, that awkward silence. Not because you don't know English, but because you are carrying too much weight in one sentence. Simple words remove that weight. When words are easy, your mind becomes free. You stop thinking about English and start thinking about your idea. That's a big shift. Because fluency is not thinking about language, it is thinking in language. Sometimes you might notice this. When you speak very simple English, you talk more. When you try advanced English, you talk less. That already tells you something. Speaking more builds fluency. Speaking less builds fear. So the style that helps you speak more is the one that helps you improve faster. And real conversations are not perfect anyway. People stop mid-sentence. People change words. People repeat. People say, wait, that is not bad English. That is human English. Even native speakers do this all the time. Conversation is messy. That's what makes it alive. There is also this quiet pressure some people feel, like they must impress others with English. But honestly, in daily life, nobody sits there rating your vocabulary. People remember how you made them feel, not which verb you used. If your words are clear and warm, people enjoy talking to you. That is real communication. So maybe it is time to change the goal a little. Instead of chasing advanced English, maybe chase comfortable English. Comfortable English grows. Forced English gets stuck. Try this small habit. Next time you learn a new word, don't only learn the difficult version. Learn the easy version too. Not just postpone, but also put off. Not just discover, but also find out. Not just enter, but also go in. These small phrases live in real conversations. And here is a quiet truth. Simple English is not beginner English. Simple English is natural English. Even highly educated native speakers use simple words daily. They know big words, yes, but they don't carry them everywhere. They choose what feels easy in the moment. So from today, maybe you can allow yourself to be simple. Simple does not mean small. Simple means clear. Simple means confident. Simple means your message reaches the other person without struggle. Let me ask you something honestly. When you talk to a friend, do you enjoy hearing heavy textbook sentences or easy real talk? Most people prefer real talk. That's the kind of English that connects people. And English is about connection at the end, not performance, not showing off, just connection. So if your English is simple but clear, you are already on the right path. If your English is natural, you are already improving. If people understand you easily, you are already communicating. Don't wait to sound perfect. Speak with what you have. Use small words strongly. Let your English breathe a little. Thank you for spending this time with me on Speakery English. I really mean it. If this helped even a little, I'm glad you were here. And remember, speak more with less English, because sometimes less words carry more truth. Until next time, keep speaking, keep trying, and keep your English real. Bye for now.